All right, let's dive in. We've got a mountain of football news from today, November 5th, 2024, and we're ready to break it all down for you.
Sounds good to me.
Get ready for a possible new rival for Mo Salah, a surprise team shaking up the Premier League, and a Champions League legend returning to Anfield.
Wow, that's quite a lineup.
It is.
Yeah.
First up, Karim Benzema has been talking about the pressure Mbappé faces at Real Madrid. I mean, playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world can't always be glamorous, can it? What do you think? Could even a superstar like Mbappé struggle with those expectations?
Well, Benzema's comments are pretty revealing. I think it says a lot about the culture at Real Madrid, you know?
Yeah.
It's not just about talent. It's also about mental toughness, you know? You're expected to perform week after week under intense pressure.
Yeah, that's a lot to handle.
Imagine the pressure of competing with Vinicius Jr. for a starting spot, someone who is already dominating the left wing.
Right, yeah.
That puts it into perspective, doesn't it?
It does.
It's a completely different game at that level.
Absolutely.
Benzema's insight reminds us that even the best players, even they face these challenges, and navigating them is crucial to their success.
Yeah.
They need resilience, focus, and a constant drive to improve to really thrive in that kind of environment.
Now let's head over to Barcelona, where we have a potential Neymar in the making. Lamine Yamal is making waves at just 16 years old.
16.
16. And Raphinha even compared him to Neymar, not Messi.
Interesting.
Why do you think that is? I mean, their styles are pretty different, wouldn't you say?
It is surprising, but it's intriguing, isn't it? I mean, Messi is known for his, well, calculated brilliance, but Neymar is all about flair and unpredictability.
Oh,
He's got those audacious dribbling moves, that willingness to take risks, create something out of nothing.
I see, yeah.
I think that's what they're seeing in Yamal, and it's really exciting to think how he'll develop in Barcelona's system.
Especially with a big Champions League match coming up against Red Star Belgrade.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about a stage to shine on.
That's right.
Could this be a turning point in his career?
Well, performing under pressure on a stage like that could solidify his position as a rising star. And who knows? He might just be a secret weapon in Barcelona's quest for the La Liga title.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, enough about the young guns for a minute.
Sure.
Let's talk about a familiar face returning to a place where he made history. Xabi Alonso is back at Anfield, not as a player this time, but as the manager of Bayer Leverkusen.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine the emotions he must be feeling?
It is a remarkable story.
Yeah.
To go from a legendary player to managing against your former club.
Amazing.
And it's not just a sentimental story either. Leverkusen has been playing really well under his leadership.
Yeah, they have.
They're even challenging Bayern Munich.
So this isn't just a homecoming, it's a tactical battle.
It is.
What do you think his strategy will be against a team that he knows so well?
Well, he's probably going to try to exploit weaknesses that he remembered from his time at Liverpool.
Yeah. And it'll be fascinating to see how Klopp, Liverpool's current manager, responds to this challenge.
Right.
There's mutual respect there, familiarity, but both of them will be fiercely competitive, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of returns, Arsenal fans are breathing a sigh of relief as their captain, Martin Odegaard, is back from injury. How crucial is his leadership for Arsenal's title aspirations?
Well, his absence was definitely felt. Odegaard isn't just a skilled player. He's the glue that holds the team together.
Yeah, he really is.
He sets the tone, and he makes those crucial decisions under pressure.
That's right.
They've got key matches against Inter Milan and Chelsea coming up, so his return could be the boost they need to stay in that title race.
It could be massive. Now, this next one has me scratching my head.
Really?
Chelsea might be willing to part ways with Enzo Fernandez, and both Inter Milan and Barcelona are interested. Why would Chelsea consider selling a record signing so soon? I mean, did he just join them?
It is curious, isn't it?
It is. And while he's undeniably talented, it seems he hasn't quite found his footing at Stamford Bridge,
Yeah.
Perhaps Chelsea wants to recoup their investment, and both Inter and Barcelona see the potential for him to flourish in a different environment.
It'll be interesting to see where he ends up. Now let's talk about a potential new face on the international scene. MarcCassado from Barcelona is attracting attention with his precise passing and tactical awareness. Could we see him in a Spain jersey soon?
He's definitely on the radar of the Spanish national team coach.
Yeah.
Casado represents the next generation of Spanish talent, and, his inclusion in the national team, well, that would be a testament to his skill and a signal of a bright future for La Roja.
Exciting times. All right, before we move on to the rest of this football feast, there's one more player creating a buzz. Omar Marmoush, the new Mo Salah.
Wow.
With 10 goals and 6 assists in his 9 Bundesliga games, he's caught the eye of some big clubs like Bayern Munich and Liverpool.
I bet.
Do you think he can live up to the hype?
Well, he certainly has the talent and the stats to back it up, you know? The real question is, which team would be a better fit for his development? Bayern is known for nurturing young talent, but Liverpool, especially under Klopp, has a history of developing attacking players.
Yeah.
So it's a tough choice.
What a dilemma.
It is a good problem to have. Speaking of defying expectations, let's talk about Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
Sitting pretty above Chelsea and Arsenal in the Premier League. I mean, did anyone see that coming?
It's like a real-life football fairy tale.
Mhm.
Their defense is so disciplined, and their finishing is clinical. Everyone's wondering, could they actually, pull off a Leicester City and make a surprise title run?
Their performance has definitely caught everyone's attention, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the Premier League, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
Right.
So can they keep up this level of consistency, handle the pressure as the season goes on? The next few months, those are going to be really telling.
That's true. Speaking of fairy tales, let's shift gears. Barcelona. 40 goals in 12 La Liga matches.
Mhm.
I mean, that's just mind-blowing.
Right. It's more than Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid combined.
They're playing like it's 1950 again, back when they were this unstoppable force.
Yeah, it's not just about the goals, though. The way they're playing, it's this high-intensity attacking style. It's just a joy to watch.
Lewandowski's on fire. Raphinha's been amazing.
And you can't forget those young guys. Lamine Yamal, Pedri, they're adding this unpredictable element. It's really something special.
But the question is, can they keep this up? La Liga's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. And what about the Champions League? Can they handle that pressure?
Speaking of pressure, let's talk about some transfer rumors. PSG offered a whopping £95 million for Arsenal's William Saliba.
Wow, yeah, that's a huge statement. Saliba's been rock solid for Arsenal. His defending is phenomenal.
So what's he going to do? Stay with Arsenal, where he's a key part of their Premier League run?
Or go to PSG, where the competition might not be as tough, but he might get more playing time.
It's a tough choice. And a big gamble for both clubs, too.
Absolutely. Arsenal loses their defensive backbone, and PSG is spending a fortune. High stakes all around.
From transfers to managers, Manchester United's been making some changes. Erik ten Hag is out, and Ruben Amorim is in.
Tough start to the season for them, 13th in the Premier League. For a club like Manchester United, that's just not acceptable.
So they brought in Amorim, hoping he can bring some of that magic he had at Sporting Lisbon.
He transformed that team, really turned things around.
Their captain, Bruno Fernandez, seems to be on board with the change too. But can Amorim handle the pressure? Manchester United fans are demanding.
For sure. Their next match, the Europa League clash against PAOK at Old Trafford, that's going to be a real test.
Talk about trial by fire.
A win could be just what they need. A loss.
Yeah.
Well, it could send them spiraling. We'll see what happens.
Well, it's been a pleasure diving deep into all these football stories with you.
I've enjoyed it.
It's amazing how much can happen in just one day in the world of football, isn't it?
It is.
And as we've seen, sometimes the most unexpected stories, well, those are the ones that really grab you.
That's the beauty of it, right?
That's the beauty of it. Thanks for joining us, everyone. And remember, keep your eyes on the ball. Because in football, just like in life, anything is possible.